Good afternoon, YouTube. It's Sunday, the 4th of March already. Most of the snow's gone. I hope you're all safe. A lot of people saying there was going to be a lot of ice and that, but it doesn't seem to materialise where I am, so all good. Now, absolutely bugger all turned up Saturday in the post, so they didn't bother by the look of it. So I'm expecting lots in on Monday, so tune in Monday night, and I should have a pickups video then. Hopefully, if some of my stuff turns up. The one thing that did come, my mother managed to make it over here, is I picked up 30th anniversary edition of the Goonies. I do have this normal on Blu-ray, but there's some good bits in here. There's a book explaining how the film was made and lots of extras in there. And there's like art cards of the storyboards, and on the reverse of it, you have the actual film scene. So they're quite cool. Just for a little extra. This is $9.99 on eBay at the moment. So I think that's really nice to actually have. This would be one where I won't be getting rid of the slip, because obviously it's just a normal one inside. So that's one I will be keeping, and I'm really enjoying actually. Next, because just to make sure you know, this video is going to be my owl collection. Nice little pile here, so we'll get that out of the way afterwards, but I'll just get this done first. My first name out of the hat competition draw happened. 2 people won. They're very happy. The films will be winging its way to them as soon as possible. I said I was going to start the new competition on Monday, but you know, it's just stupid, really. Basically, each Friday when I do the draw, I will then show the next competition prizes, and it opens then. Then every Friday night at 9 o'clock, I'll do the draw. So for this one, Paul, the competition's open now. So just a reminder for people: subscribe to me. Hopefully, like the video. You need to be friends with me on Facebook, so click me on there, and it's Blu-ray. So it's Blu-ray space Bullet Brit, because they want you to be a name. Ridiculous, but there you go. Then you have to ask on Messenger part of Facebook, can you enter me for the competition for Paul? Okay, and you will then be entered. And a separate competition to win the Paralympic Games London 2012. Now, if you haven't got the original London Olympic one, you should have, because it's amazing. Paralympic one, I thought it was so good, really inspiring, worth getting it for another copy just so I could give it away as a prize. Please enter this one. It's worth having in your collection, I guarantee it, all right? But separate on Facebook for that one as well. So that's your 2 competition prizes for this week. This Friday at 9 PM is when I will do the draw for that one. It doesn't matter if you've entered a competition before or won Blu-rays from me before, you will get the same treatment. You know, I only just realised one of the guys that won on the last competition already had a couple off me, so he's doing well off me. I've got no problem with that at all. He's very appreciative, and he entered the competition and got drew out the hat. It's that simple. You know, no other costings involved. You know what I mean? Let's get the owls done, because there's a good 3.5 piles. There's about 100 films here. So be interesting to see just what I got really. So let's grab the first lot. Now this first one I was waiting to get for ages. I finally picked it up for £2.50. In the very next video I watched the very next day, there's Big Paulie or somebody picking it up in the bloody pound shop, wasn't it? So got my ass kicked on that one, but I'll survive. Next we have La Vie en Rose. It was 50p. I haven't got a clue what it's about. I don't recognise any of the names except Gerard Depardieu. You know, Cyrano de Bergerac with the big nose. But I like a bit of culture, I suppose. I might give it a go one night if I'm bored. Next, hope she gets better soon, because she's had some real grief lately. Lady Gaga. It's the Monster Ball Tour. Won't say no, a bit of go 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 go. Next one we have Maggie Smith in The Lady in the Van. Maggie Smith is an institution in Britain. She's one of our best actresses. You know, she's in Harry Potter's and all that as well. So really good. I mean, is it Alan Bennett? Yeah, Alan Bennett. He's one of our most prolific authors, and he is the one there. Can't see it, can you? There. He's most boring sod you'll ever meet in your life, but one of our most prolific authors as well. Next we have M. Night Shyamalan's Lady in the Water. I have not seen this yet, so any comments on this? Because Shyamalan's gone up and down quite a bit, hasn't he, really? Next, we have The Lake House. Now, I've heard all the stories how it's gushy, a load of crap, all in the women are like, oh, it's brilliant. I've no idea, I haven't watched it yet. So I will reserve judgment. Next, Land of the Lost. I love Will Ferrell, always will. When are they going to bring Night of the Roxbury out on Blu-ray? Some of the crap they bring out, but you know, I love Night of the Roxbury. I really want them to. Next we have Larry Crown, Tom Hanks, Julia Roberts. I really enjoyed this. It's a simple story, but it works. I highly recommend that one. I think you've been finding Larry Crowns in the old pound shops as well, so it's worth having a look. Last Airbender. Still haven't watched this. There is a 3D version sniffing around, so you might pick that up before actually watching it. Maybe then it might blow me socks off, but then again, it might be a load of crap. Let me know. Last Chance Harvey. I love Dustin Hoffman. Have not seen this yet. Is that Emma Thompson? Yeah, it's Emma Thompson, a nice British actress of ours as well. Then we have The Last Exorcism. It's just me bumping up my collection, really. There's like a weird curry stain at the top there, but you know, one from me. I will get around to watching it. We have next Last Exorcism Part 2. I haven't seen the first, so I'm not going to watch the second yet. We have The Last House on the Left. 2 versions, including the extended cut. It's another one I haven't seen, but it's another horror, so I'm just happy to bump up my horror section, really. The Last King of Scotland. Heard good things, but still haven't watched it yet. The Last Knights. This is a cheapie. It was from the pound shop. I watched Clive Owen in the Valerian last night. He's alright, dipshit in that. I enjoyed Valerian, but I want to watch it again in 3D. Let me know what you thought of Valerian, people, because it's been a while since I've been looking to buy. I bought it ages ago. Just never got around to watching it. Next, we have Last Night. No idea. It's 50p. Then, Last Passenger. Thriller on a Train. See what it's like. I haven't watched it yet. We'll get round to it at some point. Just pick up the next lot. Next we have The Last Samurai. Sorry if it's a bit dark in here, but I've got all the lighting on. I need to get another light in here because it's just not good enough. But there you go, The Last Samurai. Tom Cruise. He really put some work into that, so I do like that film. The Last Seven. It's another Danny Dyer film. He's a British one. He's in EastEnders. He's a classic guy. So I'm just making sure all this crap don't fall over. It's going to bloody do it anyway, isn't it? Stay there, you mother. Put him over there. If it all crashes down, I'm just going to cry, so you don't want to see me cry, do you? We have The Last Showing. Robert Englund. I hadn't heard of this. So, I mean, I'll go right back to the Nightmare on Elm Street when they first came out. That's how old I am. But, you know. The Last Song. If you hear screaming, that's just my daughter having a bath and being a pain in the arse. The Last Stand. I've only seen about half of it, you know. I haven't watched the whole thing yet. Las Vegas. I enjoyed this. Good cast. It brings home, you know, you're getting old and you're not with it anymore, you know. So I enjoyed that one. I really did. The Last Witch Hunter. Vin Diesel. I'm sniffing around a steelbook of this at the moment. It's good. Not the biggest recommendation ever, I'd say, but you know, I did enjoy it. Law Abiding Citizen. This is one of those classic films. If you haven't seen this, bloody watch it. It's brilliant. But then you might not watch it ever again because the twists in it, it's not as exciting the second time round. Alright, but if you've not seen it, bloody watch it. Lawless. I just don't know how I can take Shia LaBeouf serious now, but I'll watch it at some point. Layer Cake. Brilliant film. Not the best of the bunch, you know, so you got Lock, Stock and everything, but it's not bad. Cole Meany is good, and that's the Irish one out of Star Trek. Or Deep Space Nine, I should say. Leap Year. Those romantic comedies. Never heard of it. 50p. Then we have Leatherheads. George Clooney. No. Yeah, Reenie's Here Where I Go. Never heard of it before. That's a good cast, so I gave it a go. Ooh. Let's give this a go. Next we have Lebanon, The Soldier's Journey. This is part of a 2 for £2 deal that I got, so I just figured, you know, it sounded okay, let's give it a go. Next we have Ledge. He Jumps or She Dies. Liv Tyler. No idea. Let me know if you've seen it, guys. Next we have Lee Evans, Monsters, and you might have heard of this guy. He's one of the funniest comedians we've ever had in this country. Now, I saw this guy at the Mayflower Theatre in Southampton over 20 years ago, way before he was famous. He was the start-up act for like a horror circus that we were watching at the Mayflower. And he was exactly the same, sweating his ass off, panicky. The jokes he did with the microphone were classic, but I mean, this is like big time. He sold out the O2 Arena and things like that with this. But I'm glad I knew him before he was famous. And I think Roadrunner's even better. I mean, it says live at the O2, he sold that out like a week in a row, which is amazing for a comedian. Next we have Left Behind. One of Nicolas Cage's is okay, I'd say. I mean, bigger budget could have done a bit better, but I enjoyed. Right. I'm going to have to keep shifting these around, otherwise they're all going to bloody fall over. Legacy Black Ops. It's Idris Elba, so I like it, but I ain't got a clue what it's about. Still haven't watched it, as usual. Next we have the classic Legend with Tom Cruise before he got his teeth done. That big horn devil looking thing. Still haven't watched it. I'm well aware of its reputation, but just haven't got round to it, you know. Next we have Donnie Yen, Legend of the Fist. This cost me 50p. You know, Donnie Yen, I'm never going to say no to Donnie Yen because he's a hard ass. Then we have The Legend of Hercules. Another cheapie. It's one of those old ones, you know, you just give it a go and see what it's like, really. Next we have The Legends of the Guardians, The Owls of Ga'Hoole. Now there is a 3D version of this, so I've seen about 3/4 of this film. I fell asleep, not because of the film, but I was just knackered at the time. But it's good animation. I'll give it a go. Next we have Legend of Oz, Daphne's Return. And I think there's a 3D version of this around somewhere. I'll have to have a look because, you know, I'm going to have them, might as well have them both. Next we have The Legend of Tarzan. I haven't watched this yet, but there's definitely a 3D version sniffing around, but too expensive for me at the moment. I only just missed out on eBay auction for a steelbook version of it as well. Next we have Legion, which I think there's a 3D version that's going around. I thought I had it actually. Maybe I do. It's just not in the pile. I'll have to have a look around. I thought I had the 3D version of this. That's going to annoy me now if I can't find that, but we'll see. Then we have the Lego Movie. I haven't picked up the Batman Lego Movie yet because I don't want to pay that much for it. It doesn't look that good. Same with the Lego Ninjago movie. I don't want to pay big money for them. But I do have the 3D version of the Lego Movie. I haven't watched it in 3D yet. But I was so exhausted after watching that film. So much happens. You've got to concentrate the whole way through. And I picked up my first Star Wars Lego one, the Padawan Menace. I know there's quite a few of these. I will get around and get them all at some point, but I haven't even watched them yet. But they are very popular, I know that. So that's something I will pick up at some point. This, to me, is one of the best films ever made. Leon. Bloody amazing film. Even to the point where when I was like 19, 20, I used to bloody dress like that. Don't ask me why. Lesbian Vampire Killers. Don't ask. Let Me In. That's another nice little horror one there. Haven't actually watched him yet. But my stepson says it's good. Next we have Let the Right One In. I imagine it's vampire-y based. But again, I haven't got around to watching him yet. Next we have Let's Be Cops. I saw part of this on Sky. So we're looking. I thought it was quite funny actually. Then we have one that I haven't got a case for at the moment. You know, wrap. Lethal Weapon 1, 2, 3, and 4. Can't. How can you not have that? Next we have Letters to Juliet. Another one of those soppy ones. It's Amanda Seyfried. Haven't watched it yet. Liability. No, I like Tim Roth. Pushing it in with the Incredible Hulk, that was a bit weird. But I will get around to watching him because that's supposed to be a good thriller. Rest in peace, Robin Williams. You never know the battles inside for people. License to Wed. Cheap film, not that good. But I just love Robin Williams, always have done. Next we have Life. Funniest bit in this to me is when Ryan Reynolds dies. I mean, oof, that was some painful shit. Enjoyable. I love the twist at the end. Won't say what it is. There is a 3D version. I don't think it will really up the ante that much by getting it, because obviously when I upscale, I'm watching it in 4K. But watching in 3D, I don't think they do much more justice to it, so I don't know if I'll bother. This is a documentary. It's a series about Earth from the BBC with David Attenborough. Any of you know David Attenborough? I mean, literally everyone in this country, anything they learn from nature is from that one guy. He knows his stuff backwards and forwards. He's been in so much, and he's in his 90s now. Life as We Know It. I haven't watched it yet. It's another one of those comedy romantic things, so I will get around to it at some point, but I'm just not in a hurry. Life of Pi won lots of awards. The visuals on this film are absolutely gobsmacking. So you should see it when it's in bloody 3D as well. I mean, well impressed with that one. Next we have Life Stories, another one of those documentaries. Like I said on my earlier videos, I'm really getting into these nature ones now. I mean, I don't think there's many documentary makers like the BBC who really go out there, and the quality of the picture is just so amazing. Then we have Like Father, Like Son. This was in the pound section at the pound shop. I haven't watched it yet. Some of these Japanese things can be really depressing, but I thought it did have good reviews, so I'll give it that. So that's why I gave it a chance. Limitless. Still haven't watched this, believe it or not, but I've heard so many good things about this. I prefer Robert De Niro over Bradley Cooper, because Bradley Cooper's okay. But, you know, you'll get there. Next pile, without dropping. Oh! Swear you guys just want me to drop in, don't you? Lincoln. Daniel Day-Lewis. He's now retired. So, you know, I'm not going to not own that, am I? So there you. The Lincoln Lawyer, Matthew McConaughey. Still waiting for my Matthew McConaughey Free State of Jones to come in the post. I did a swapsy with somebody. Still waiting for it, but it's right on top of the snowdrift, so I'm not too worried at the moment. The Lion King. There's nothing you can say that will make me hate this film. Wow. It's just amazing, you know what I mean? Of course I've got it in 3D, and we're not going to have that in 3D. Next, Little Big Soldier. Jackie Chan. How am I going to say no? Wow. I don't care if it's crap, it's Jackie Chan. A Little Bit of Heaven, another gushy one. I haven't even bothered looking at that one, really. Little Fuckers. I've got to get the other two. This is the third one. I don't know why I haven't picked them up yet. Maybe the prices were a bit high last time I looked, but I mean, that's a trilogy I've still got to get because it is bloody funny. And I love Ben Stiller. Little Mermaid, a classic. To me, it looks a bit rough on Blu-ray. It doesn't look like they polished it up enough, but that's just my opinion. You know, you tell me what you guys think. Locked Down, Vinnie Jones, our bad boy footballer, made actor. I haven't watched it, but I do like Vinnie Jones. He's funny. Lockout. This is Guy Pearce. Aldrich Killian out of Iron Man 3. Yeah, used to be in Navies in Australia. Haven't watched it, but I've seen the advert. I've seen a couple of times, and there's some good action on that. So that is one that's in my playlist. Then we have The Lodge. Another one of those out of the pound section at Pound World. Still not bloody watched it. The Loft, 50p that cost me. So, bit of horror, bit of thriller. Still haven't watched it. Anybody? Has anybody? You must think I'm so bad the amount of stuff I haven't watched. Now this is what I'm talking about. I took it out of its slipcase, obviously, because I don't keep the slipcases. But the London Olympics, it's in like a orangey black box. This is all of it here. Please own it. It's worth the money for the opening ceremony alone. Yeah, brilliant. Highly, highly recommend it. And as I said to you, I've got the Paralympic ones myself. That's another copy as a competition prize. Then we have London Boulevard. I really enjoyed that. It's quite shocking what happens at the end of that, so I recommend that. And yeah, it's Ray Livingstone as well. I mean, my missus loves Ray Livingstone. London Has Fallen. I mean, Olympus Has Fallen is one of my favourite films, yeah. But pushing it with that one. Lone Ranger. I like this. It tanked at the cinema. I mean, I love Johnny Depp. I can keep Army Hammer. There you go. Lone Survivor. Now the White Wahlberg, which my missus loves, but it's quite visceral. It's a good film. Played really well. I mean, I'd recommend that to most people actually. Excuse all the screaming, because my daughter knows I'm filming right now, so when I finish filming, she's gonna get a crack, I tell you. The Long Kiss Goodnight. Brilliant, brilliant film. Samuel L. Jackson. If you haven't seen this, you got to. Can you shut up? Excuse me shouting that, won't you? Then we have Looking for Eric. It was 50p. I think it's a pile of crap. I don't like Eric Cantona. He's a French twat, but there you go. Looper. Bit weird, this one. I enjoyed it. I love Bruce Willis. I love most things Bruce Willis is in. I mean, everyone's saying that this new Death Wish he's in is a load of crap, but I think it looks good. And I'm sure as hell will give it a good chance. Next, we have the Lorax. This was expensive for the longest time. That's why I got it as a rental copy. And my stepson had an amazing 3D TV, and he showed me the Lorax in 3D. And that's what sold me on passive. I mean, whoa, it was amazing. It looked like you could just step into the TV into a lake. It was amazing. Highly recommend this. Now, this is a French release. Lord of the Rings original trilogy in a steelbook. Can't get this in this country, so well happy with that. But then of course I have the extended editions as well. Okay, and you won't believe what they're worth. Next we have Woody Harrelson, Loser. Strange one this, because it's available in 3D as well, but I think I've got to watch it before I go for a 3D version. I'm not sure how it would help the film. Losers. I think this film lost its way a bit. I mean, it's good, but it's like they have to think up the action sequences about a day before they film it. I just lost interest in it. This is where I started to get happy, because I have not got Series 1 or 2, but I have Series 3 and 4 of Lost. Told you I'd drop it. And then I picked up 5. And I picked up 6. So I just got to get the first 2, then I'll start binge watching. Next we have, this is a weird one. It's a German release, but it's the film The Lost Bladesman. This is where this, there you go. See that? Good steelbook. But then the wording on the back on the thing is the other way around. So I have to actually have it like that on the shelf if I want the words to be the right way around. So it's a bit weird. Next we have Love and Other Drugs. Jake Gyllenhaal. Haven't watched it yet, but I suppose he can be funny. We'll have to see, won't we, really? Love Actually, one of the best British films ever. It's brilliant. I love it. Alan Rickman's in it. He's dead now. Love and Other Impossible Pursuits. Natalie Portman. Can't do nothing wrong with Miles. Love Bite. Cheapy. I haven't got a clue what it's about. I don't even recognise any of the people in it. That's it. It's a cheap ass looking crap, that. But, you know, it's all part of the collection. Then The Love Guru. Why hasn't he made another Austin Powers? God, I'd go see that. It's brilliant. But Love Guru, this is really funny. Vern Troyer in it, where he's got his like mini office. If you haven't seen this, I highly recommend it. Then we have Love Happens, another gushy one. Aaron Eckhart, oof, he's pushing it as an actor now, and he's doing my head in. Then we have Love Me. No idea. Romance is Dead is all it says. I haven't watched it. It was cheap. The Love Punch. Pierce Brosnan. Enough said, really, isn't it? The Lovely Bones. Only 4 left, guys. Lovely Molly. I've heard good things. A disturbing and haunting horror, it says. I'll wait till I think for Halloween to watch that. Then we have Lucky Number 7. Heard good things, but again, just haven't watched it yet. I've just got to get around to watching some of these films. Lucky One. So Zac Efron, trying to be romantic. Stick to the comedy, mate, I'd say. And last but not least, I really enjoyed this. I thought it was a brilliant film. Slightly slow at the start, but a shitload better than Ghost in the Shell, excuse my French. Lucy. Loved it. Alright, so that is my L. So we're just at the bottom of the second big row over there now. We'll start to hit these next. We've actually hit a couple at the top there, really. So my L's are now out the way. You've got the reminder of the competition, and you saw my pickup, the Goonies. Hopefully tomorrow's video will be a lot more pickups, because I'm hoping my postman's going to break his back of what he's going to bring around, and we'll see what happens. But enjoy the rest of your weekend. I know Monday sucks. I'll try and make it better for everybody, okay? Take care. Enjoy the rest of your evening.